What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Pirlo. The 5-star, 4-star Italian centre mid is the newest Centurion we can get in an SBC. He is 5'10 with a medium, mostly explosive with a right foot, can be centre mid or DM, and I must admit, in terms of stats, we're looking good. It's definitely a passing, dribbling orientated card. With a shadow, we're looking pretty decent, to be fair. You're looking at a whopping 88 pace, 78 defending. Which, again, from 71 to 78, we get the pace increase, isn't awful. We then have the dead ball specialist in the plus. We have ping pass, long ball pass, flair, and also first touch, which again, not terrible in terms of his play styles. He's going to be great for free kicks, so I'm hoping to get one at the very minimum. The balance could do with the upgrade, to be honest, and physicality-wise, it's got to be a bit of a struggle. We've got a little bit of shooting, but nothing crazy. He predominantly is going to be the assistant player. We've kind of taken KDB out the team because I feel like if I put KDB and him there, I'm just not rocking any defensive players. So we've got to go with him over KDB for these couple of games. Let's have a look at him. He's currently coming in. I don't know if we've got a price. I've kind of estimated him at about 500 to 550, judging on Blanc's SBC. So let's jump into him, see what he's got. Let's just have a look. Let's have some fun. FC24 is here and Sky Coach has all your needs covered. From squad battles, champs, qualifications, and even now draft boosting, there is a long list of services they do give, as well as coaching and also the big one everybody wants in FC24 coins. The service is fast and reliable, and you will get your coins, your boosting services, or obviously coaching in a matter of hours. If you do want to get any of these, make sure you head over to skycoach.gg, go onto the website, and when you go to checkout, make sure that you are using the code JT11 at checkout for your 5% off your orders. And if you'd prefer to do this on mobile, check out the screen right now with the QR code for their mobile app. Now, I imagine we should actually get a very responsive Pirlo. I feel like the left stick dribbling should be really nice with him. Let's kind of see what we can get. I'd just like to get the feel of the player and just see what we're all about. There is so many times where I've actually given the ball away there as well. So we'll hopefully just get it away from him straight away. But start and feel, not terrible. Definitely a better card than what you'd imagine to start with, and then maybe he kind of loses his focus that little bit. And like I said, I could do with a free kick there, so if I could win one there, that would be absolutely ideal, as we give the foul, but I don't know how. Like I said, in terms of defensive unit, he's just not going to be. He's going to be that assisting player. I would suggest in kind of formation wise, I'd be looking for like a free midfield if I could, because naturally you've got your defensive, then potentially you've got like a Cam-esque sort of player, and then you've got your almost pinger of the ball. You do then lose potentially a striker or another position if you went for like maybe 2 CDMs and then a Cam maybe. You could kind of make it work, but realistically, you're going to need him with a very defensive orientated player. That is most definitely not what he's about. Now, we've got a free kick from about 45 yards. I just want to see what sort of stats we're looking at from him. 86 power, fair enough, 96, 98. So, yeah, he is a placement sort of free kick taker. Do you reckon I could pass it to him there? Oh, of course he's moved. Straight off the bat, we didn't even pass to him anyway, so it's absolutely fine. Big header. Ooh, it's a physicality battle in the air. Don't tell anybody else. Pirlo seeking it forward a little bit. Oh, that was the wrong option. Can we go all the way? Looking for a penalty, maybe? Pirlo with a finesse. He goes ground for it. Gonna hold on to his man. Watch in the middle here. This is where the perfect scenario of having a defensive mid like Tchouaméni kind of just chilling there. It just works really well to make sure that you've got... Oh, okay. Oh, having somebody there is just passing around me. Virgil, watch that. Seconds. Good interception from Pirlo, and he sees it out nicely. That's all we need him for. In terms of a defensive player, I just need him to be there. I don't need him to actually challenge. I think that would be the wrong aspect for him. As we go all the way here, can we go for a little finesse? If it was Son, he might have been able to get that, to be fair. Into him here. Cool and collective. Love it. Seems very good on the passing ball. That's always the kind of pinpoint. Him, Xavi, always been very similar in that aspect. Is they may not have the absolute oodles of pace, but in terms of the composure, the passing, they've been able to get the ball forward. That is kind of where they win your hearts over, really. Haaland, gotta be. Good save. Zola finishes it. Beautiful. Little one more into him. I must admit, does feel a little bit slow straight off that sprint. Lovely ball control. Lovely ball control. Great save from Mignan. Like I said, they're pushing forward. Once you get the first couple of steps, very nice. Gets away, and it feels like he could take on the world. Then he starts to slow down, which is to be expected. He's, 88 pace with the shadow, 80 pace without the shadow. I would definitely have to have that shadow. That is a must chem style. If you don't have it, go and buy one, because naturally it is the must. His pace at 80 is just far too low. That's a good block. I really should have took the touch. You could see that a mile off as well. Ooh, good one, Pirlo. Looking for a bit of action going on there. He gets a rainbow and everything. Feels calm and collective. Like I say, everything feels smooth with him, which is always the benefit of a player like this. Now, can we get a whip in here? What we got? So, power's quite low. We can see that dead ball going in there. We're looking for the whip to about there, I'd say. Seems a good one. Good ball. Decent header. And it's why when I say with dead ball plus, it isn't just to keep going on about it. Naturally, that will have a big impact on your team. Crosses, free kicks, actually shooting free kicks or just passing them. Having that line be extended because of the plus is going to be a big factor in any sort of play. So it's always good to have one in your team. Don't necessarily have to have him in your main team. You can bring him on as a super sub if you really want. I don't know actually how many have actually got that dead ball plus. I know Madison's definitely one of them from his player of the month. But that's kind of all I know at the moment. And Pirlo, obviously. Into him again, driving the ball forward. I'm interested to see the price. I feel like, judging from Blanc, he's got, an 80 SBC rather than the 87. So you add the 87, which is roughly at about, 100 to about 140. So he's literally got to be at that price without the market changing. That is with the current market state. Whether it goes up or down for Pirlo, I don't think he's a must-do, even just judging the SBC. I think he's a nice one, but a +1... Again, even with an SBC, I feel like he should have more. There's no way he should only be a +1 in this SBC. Oh, and I've let it go too. I've let it go. Damn it. He's currently coming in. Have we got the price yet? No price yet. Wow. And I think as well, you've got the difference between the two cards of like, what, a +1. Realistically, in price terms, you've got 209,000 coins for his base version. Then you've got, say, 540, 550. Say I am right with my prediction on the pace, on the actual shot. Ooh, nearly. On the actual SBC cost. Then, is that a penalty? Okay, good tackle. Then, obviously, you're paying an extra 330 for a +1. No real massive stat increases. Like I say, it is +1 on everything. It's not as if it's a play style, a week 4 or anything. It is just solely that inform upgrade, as I like to call it. From what we saw with Smith, we saw with absolutely all of them. I don't know if I could pay an extra 300k for that. I think I'd rather work up the coins. If I'm that desperate for a Pirlo, the only option for me that says Pirlo is worth doing is A, you finished everything and you've absolutely just bombarded all of the packs, or you have got very, very good upgrades on Monday that are giving out fodder left, right and centre. Other than that, I just don't seem to be worth it as an SBC. Maybe a grind for the month, but other than that, there's so many SBCs out, it's absolutely crazy. Find him in the middle. Looking for a little bit of a run if we can. Seems to be really pushing out his midfield as much as he can. And another one. And another one. All the way. Get the goal, and Zola. Yeah, this guy for the division, what, 4-3, what we're in? No. Good ball. I really want a free kick with him. That's going to be the big thing. I might put him into moments. I know we've got that set piece frenzy. I just want to see one free kick, let alone a goal. I just want to see one to see what it feels like in terms of a shot with him. As I must admit, the dead ball plus on Madison felt incredible. So it's got to be the same for him as well. Oh, getting the flicks out now as well. Little roulette. Nah, we tried too much. We've done about 5 roulettes in the space of about 20 seconds. Of course, he's going to catch on eventually. Good play from Pirlo there. So then, like we've got the dead ball plus, I must admit there was one method that I saw somebody else do. It is the chip. Is he going to have the same? So it was a chip this way. Could we do it from here? I know it's about the same distance, so I can imagine it's going to be about the same. Okay, it does dip. That's interesting. So that is just one way of doing it, is having it right down on the bottom here. And it literally just, as it suggests, it chips it in. But from like 27 and under, it's straight away just like that. So there is definitely a way to do these. The dead ball plus, it's not even Pirlo. So if he could do it, Pirlo definitely could do it. Let's find another one. So then, let's change it to Pirlo. Okay, that's a bit better. We can see more of a line now. So let's have a look at this inside curve. I love the line being so much. If you look close to the man, 3.5 bars is always nice. Oh, it's a great one. We're going to try that one again. Restart the moment. Let's give it a go. So I like to go all the way in this corner, but you can see normally a lot of the time that it's going to curve in. So we go closer to the man this time. Doesn't go for the jump. It's stunning. So we're going to ignore the fact that was Zola again, but Pirlo's just as good, okay? They're both Italians. In terms of Pirlo then, SBC-wise, we still don't have a cost, but like I said, when it comes to the SBC, if we find Blanc in the icons, like I said, we've got the exact same requirements. We've got the 86, 88, 85. We're just missing the 80 is not the 87. So if we think of an 88 as 229, I don't know if actually anybody else has an 87, because then it's exactly the same from that. So if we go into flip cards, we need an 87, which is 140,000. So realistically, we are looking at about 530, I'd say, because we've got to take off the 80 rated SBC to put that one on. Realistically, that is what he's coming in at. Whether I think he's worth the grind is irrelevant to some extent, because it is all dependent on your team and does he fit. Because he's a very good player. Like, don't get me wrong, he's not bad at all. Of course, there's fireworks now. But in terms of any more? So in terms of Pirlo, 92 to the 90. That is the big comparison. In fact, it's a 2 upgrade. Ouch, okay, so that might be a bit more worth it then. I thought it was just 1. I thought Pirlo was 91 for some reason. So the difference between them is they've not put them together. We get a good amount of pace upgrade, so a 7 upgrade there. 84 on the shooting, which is nice again. 93 on the... So we get 92, so we get 2 more passing. We get 2 more dribbling, fair enough. 2 more on the defense and 4 more on the physical. I mean, fair enough. Okay, I clearly didn't look close enough. I genuinely thought Pirlo was 91. But because I didn't have this comparison here straight away, I kind of just ignored it and just went in my mind that all of them were +1. That does make it a little bit better. Again, still, it's a good upgrade, but it's not necessarily life-changing. The pace one, I must admit, I am far wrong. That is a very good upgrade for him there. So to be fair, he might actually be worth it if we get a good upgrade pack. It still goes on that, because you look at the SBCs right now, if we just go to players, so if we've got icons because they don't count, you've got 4 icons already still. Then if you go to players, these are all in SBCs at the moment. All of these players you can complete. It is far too many. We have not had a single week where upgrade packs have been worth doing. So to have all of these already in, and maybe yes, some go soon, like 25 hours, fair enough, but it's just far too many in my opinion, and that's what's causing the problem with making the assumption that Pirlo ain't worth it, because we know full well we've got a Vidic SBC coming in at some point. We'll have another Hero SBC at some point, another Icon SBC at some point. At what point do we have the actual fodder to do this? Other than buying the promo packs day in, day out, there is zero chance to get everything done. So you're having to pick the best of the best. And I must admit, if Pirlo does carry on and he's got, 30-something days to get him done, it's a good amount of days to grind him out slowly. He's not necessarily the most expensive card, which is always nice. But in terms of icons, it all depends. I think the only time I'd do Pirlo is because Stoichkov, Blanc and Beckham are all in packs at some point. Pirlo won't be. That is the only Pirlo Centurions card you can physically get. It doesn't matter about any sort of a Centurions upgrade. He is an icon SBC, so he's not in packs. So that would be the only thing that would kind of put me to do Pirlo right now, because he's not necessarily going to get an upgrade in the next campaign icon. So it could be 4 months until we see another Pirlo. So that would be my only debate between them. It is a nice card. I felt like his composure on the ball was good. Passing was decent. The 5-4 was nice. He's an assisting player. That is exactly what he is. With the Shadow one, you do end up with some relatively nice stats. 88, 78 defending. It's not terrible, especially with 95 passing, 91 dribbling. That is always going to be very nice, and he has got that left stick dribble down to a T, plus the dead ball plus. That is, again, another great one. Overall wise, I'll be looking at a solid 9. I think if I'm thinking what I like in my team, I would like him to have more shooting, to make him more of that assisting attacking cam, rather than just a box-to-box with not necessarily the greatest either end. He's obviously very good at passing, but shooting-wise, he's not the best. Defending, he's not the best. Even with a Shadow, 78 is still not amazing as such. So he's never going to be more of a defending centre mid. He is always going to be more of the attacking side. So let me know down below what you think about him. Are you going to complete him? How many have you completed at the minute? Out of like 30 players, or give or take what we've got, how many do you think you've actually completed? Let me know down below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.